I want to tell you what I've watched happen every single time an online business owner finally stops being everywhere. Because the story most people tell themselves about pulling back is that they will lose ground, lose followers, lose momentum, and lose relevance. And I understand why it feels that way. When visibility is treated like an obligation, so posting more, showing up more, being on more platforms, stepping back actually feels like you're falling behind. But what actually happens is almost always the opposite. Hi, I'm Cindy Gordon, a selective visibility strategist and business mentor. I've built and sold multiple online businesses, and I'm the founder of the Unmistakable Movement. And this specific pattern is one that I have watched play out enough times that I want to make sure that you hear it clearly. Also, every single Thursday, I send out this kind of strategic insights that make entrepreneurs actually stop and think when they open their email and read it. So join over 1,500 other online entrepreneurs who look for those tips. Link in the show notes if you want to join us. The be everywhere mentality is deeply wired into how most online business owners think about visibility. More platforms equal more reach. More reach equals more sales. So the goal becomes presence. Constant, scattered, exhausting presence across every channel that might possibly matter. And the result is that the online business owner who is technically everywhere and effectively nowhere at the same time. The content is thin on too many channels, a voice that gets more diluted with every single platform that is added, an audience on each channel that never really gets deep enough to actually trust you. I see this constantly. Someone running Instagram, LinkedIn, a podcast, newsletter, TikTok, Facebook group, all of the above, and wondering why nothing is converting. The answer is almost always the same. They have spread their attention so thin that none of their channels have actually gotten the sustained, focused effort that they actually need to build something. Every time I watch someone go from scattered to selective, the same thing happens. The channels they kept got stronger. The audience they already had got even more engaged, and the sales got easier. Not because they showed up more, but because they finally showed up with intention. When you stop showing up everywhere, a few things happen that most people don't expect. First, the channels you do commit to get better, and usually pretty fast. Because now you're bringing real attention and real energy to fewer places instead of diluted effort to many. Your content gets sharper, your consistency improves, and your audience starts to feel the difference between someone going through the motions and someone who is actually present. The second thing is your voice gets clearer. When you're not stretching yourself across 16 different platforms, trying to adapt your message to fit 16 different formats and 16 different audiences, you can actually settle into how to communicate. Your voice fingerprint, those specific phrases, the rhythms, the positions that make your content unmistakably yours. That gets built by going deeper and not wider. The third thing, and this is the one that surprises most people, the audience that you already have becomes more valuable. Most online business owners are so focused on growing their audience that they neglect the people who are already in it. When you pull back from the frantic everywhere approach and focus on showing up well in fewer places, the people who are already paying attention feel it, and the engagement goes up. The conversations start, the trust builds, and trust is what converts. The reason most business owners can't bring themselves to pull back is fear. The fear of missing out on the audience on the platform that they're leaving. They don't want to miss out. The fear of feeling like they've given up or appearing to have given up. The fear that the competitors will get the visibility that they walked away from. But what nobody tells you is that the competitors who are winning right now are not the ones on the most platforms. They are the ones who have gotten ruthlessly clear about where their audience actually is and what their audience needs to see from them consistently. Selective visibility is not a consolation prize for people who can't keep up. It's a strategy choice of someone who understands that attention is a resource with a limit, and that limit needs to be spent wisely. The businesses I've watched thrive are not the ones with the biggest scatter. They are the ones with the deepest presence in the right places. Pulling back is not falling behind. Pulling back with intention is how you finally get ahead. The practical move is to audit what's already currently running and ask yourself an honest question about each channel. Is this producing anything meaningful for my business, or am I just out here out of obligation and fear? Not every channel needs to go. Some of what you're running is probably working better than you think. The goal isn't to strip back to one platform and to disappear completely. The goal is to be honest about where your time and your energy are actually building something versus where you are just maintaining a presence that isn't producing anything. Give yourself permission to subtract. The entrepreneurs who have made this shift have told me about it later. Not one of them said that they regretted it. Every single one said the same thing, that they wished they had done it sooner. What I described today is a pattern that I see again and again, but your specific situation needs a specific look. A strategy session is where I look at what you're actually running, where your energy is going, and what's producing versus what's just noise. 90 minutes, you walk away with a clear picture of where your visibility actually belongs. Link in the show notes if that sounds like something that you need. That's all I have for today, and thanks for listening. This is The Strategic Entrepreneur.